If you want to use Bolt.diy with Ollama, then this video is for you. I built a Bolt.diy stack to use Bolt.diy, Ollama, and also openwebui all together with a single click if you like. Therefore, I created a Git repository with a Docker Compose file, one for NVIDIA GPUs and one for AMD. The AMD one is not quite working good for me on Windows, but it could be better on Linux. So if someone has AMD GPU on Linux, let me know if it works. And for all others with NVIDIA GPUs, we just go through it, or you can also try it with AMD. If it will not recognize the GPU, it will just run in CPU mode, so it's a bit slower, but it will still work. Okay, the first thing we need to do here is, if you already have Docker installed, you could directly clone it, but if not, then just go over the pre-requirements, install Docker Desktop for Windows. If you click here, just click install for Windows, install it, and you are good to go. Same is for Linux and Docker Compose. You can download here and install everything, and then start with the things I show now. The first thing we need to do is clone the GitHub repository. So we copy the command. Let me just clear this, delete it. We start from scratch. Then we go here on top and type cmd to open a terminal. Then we can just paste it with right click. So as you see, we are now in the directory. So that's an easy trick to get a cmd directly in the directory you are. Press enter. Okay. Enlarge this a bit. Okay, as you can see here, it's now created. So we have to go to the Bolt.diy folder with cd. Enter. Then we are in this folder. And then we can execute the install but. So install.bat in my case for Windows. There's also install.sh for Linux. And press enter. Sorry, I think we don't need it on Windows. We can just do install.bat. Okay, it will now ask us what profile we want to use. So the stable or the latest. Stable is stable branch from Bolt, and latest is the latest main. So the most actual version of Bolt. So we go here with L for latest, and we got an error because we forgot one step. So maybe something you do as well, not creating the end file. So if we go back here and go to the quick start guide, here I wrote it. We have to create the .env file first because the script needs it. So let's go back. Enter. Here, touch is working. Oh, okay, that's just working for Linux, but we can go in our folder and just rename the env.example to env.local. So this is the same file you need or have in Bolt already. If you install it manually, you can put in your API keys here, or you can do it in the UI as well, as you know from the local installation of Bolt. So it doesn't matter if you use it or not, you have to create this file so it's there. And then we can try again the install bot again. Yes, we want L for latest. And as you can see, it created everything. It will take a little bit longer for you if you don't have the containers already, so it downloads it as it do for the model here now for me. So it can take some time. So in the install bot is a standard model included, the Qwen 7b model, so you are ready to go with one click. So if you don't want to download this by default, you could go to the install bot and just change it here. It's this line here, line 28. So you can either remove it, you don't pull a model, or you can copy your model, what you want here instead of Qwen 7b, and it will download it. But you can also install new models later. Okay, let's see. It's still downloading. I will pause the video until this is finished. Okay, I'm back. I just resized my camera because I saw it's a little bit big. But in the meantime, while it is still downloading, I can show you how you can change the Bolt version if you need to. So if you go to the Docker Compose file here and open it, then you can see here two services, the stable one and the latest. And if we copy this URL from the image here, go up to Bolt.diy, copy it, open new tab and go there. Then you get this page where you can see all containers available in all versions. So you can go here, view all tags, and you can see every single container from every commit in the Bolt.diy project. So in case there's anything not working anymore in the main branch, because it's the pre-release beta branch, you could just go back to an older one from the last day or something like this. So you can just copy this, the string here, this is the commit string. You can also click at it and you get the URL here. So, but what changes just this one. And if you go back to, oh, sorry, where was it? Wrong. Here. Then you could just replace the latest with this commit version. And then you pull this container instead of the latest. Okay. Is there anything else I can show you? I don't think so here. Okay, as you can see here, it now opened Bolt in the background on port 3000 here in the browser. If it does not load at the first time, just wait a bit and then press F5 on your keyboard to reload, or click the reload button here on top. So it can take a few seconds or a minute until it's fully up. And you also can see it here in your Docker desktop. If you click on the container here, you can see all logs. So this is okay because we have not defined these providers. You can also click here back and click on the complete stack and see all logs from the complete stack. And now we want to go back to the browser. And if you take a look here in the main branch, in the latest, there is no Ollama by default enabled, so we have to go, let's enable dark mode first and make it a little bit bigger for you. Then we go to the settings, local providers, and enable here Ollama. As you can see here, if you have not seen my other video where I showed the new settings, you have here now a lot of more possibilities to directly install models for Ollama and manage your stuff here. So this is pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see here, here is our Qwen 7b model we already installed. And let's go back here to Bolt main page. Now we can see Ollama and our model. So let's test it out, build a simple to-do app and see how it works. Also take a look at the graphic card performance. So at the moment it's loading the model into the GPU. It can take some time. I will pause the video. My graphic card is not very fast here. It's just a RTX 2060, so quite old. Okay, I now switch to my other PC because I recognized this is not working with the NVIDIA GPU and this model. It's so slow, so it makes no sense. So I used the chance and show you how to do it on Windows 11 here, and also then in combination with a local installed Ollama, because as I said in the beginning, my AMD GPU is not working within the Docker because WSL is not supported by AMD at the moment. Ollama AMD. So we just install here again. It's quite fast because I already did it. Okay, let's close my local Ollama for now here. Let's just do this again. So the stack goes up fully, and then we can shut down the Docker container for Ollama and start up the local installed Ollama. Okay, restarting services. Browser should open in a second. Can take a look at Docker here. Oh, just moved away. Let's see, oh, here's the Docker stack. As you can see, Ollama, Bolt.diy and openwebui. And on my other screen, it just opened the browser. So we can go on here now. Let's refresh the page. And because it's saved in my cache, it's already enabled. So make sure you enable Ollama as said before. I already changed the URL here to the local one. So before it was host.internal.docker. So, and you need to change this to the local one, which is 127.0.0.1. Okay, to make sure we use the local one, let's shut down the Ollama container as well. So it's definitely not there, not up and running. And we need to start the local Ollama as well. Okay, this is now here up. As you can see in the taskbar. Check if you can see, or is there my camera? Yeah. Yeah, here it is. And we can now select here in the UI again Ollama. And as you can see, there are a lot of models, or at least a few. Should be a few more normally. But it's okay. Here's the Quen 7b model we just pulled. So let's try this out here. So as I said, it will be not very fast because I use the CPU here instead of the graphic cards. But let's see. Also can take a look at the task manager. Okay, as you can see, I'm sorry, I use with the local Ollama, the AMD GPU is now working. That's why we changed. And you can see it loaded the model in the GPU. It's just not working with the Docker container. This does not recognize the AMD GPU within the container. Okay, so as you can see, the model itself is working. It just does not produce any good code. As mentioned often in the community, the 7B models are often not working very good. So maybe I need to change this to another model, to a bigger model in my stack as well. At some point it worked, but as we see here, it does not at the moment. We can try implement it in the web container files. Try to trick it to do it, but no, it will not. So let's check another model. Maybe use this one and see if this 7B model is working. That's the DeepSeek R1. But let's do a new to-do app here. Let's check the performance. Took a while normally because it needs to unload the old model and load the new model. You also could take a look here in the logs. If you go to the tray, click on the icon, then view logs. Let's go to the server log. And it is doing something here. Yeah. Here is the DeepSeek R1 model. It's based on this model. That's why it's showing this one. Okay, let's see. Nothing so far. Let's check the settings again. I don't know why it is not showing all models, because as you can see here, I have a lot more models installed. So it should show all of them. So maybe if this is the case, a restart of Bolt.diy helps. So let's go to the container, go to Bolt.diy latest, click on the three, it's behind the camera now. Click on the three dots here and click restart. And hopefully after this we can see all models, because I think I have a better model we can try. Let's see. Let's reload the page. Okay, now you can see a lot more models are here now. So which one do we take? Let's try the cadastral model and see if we got something working. Let's see here if it loads properly in the GPU. Yeah, as you can see here, dedicated GPU, it's loading. And it's in, and as you can see, it's starting implement the to-do app. So it works as expected. So let's see if it is fully working and gets us working to-do app. So because this is often also a problem. Yeah, exactly. It has a problem with white, so it did not implement the code properly. Let's try and let it fix. Let's quickly check that I'm connected to Git, so it should normally use the starter template, and it did use, as you can see here on top, imported files. So it's a bit strange that it is not working despite it used the starter template. Let's copy this command, paste it here. And then try to run it. npm run dev. Okay, it's running, but we don't see anything because, yeah, it provided unfinished code. So as you can see, even the it's 22B model does not generate proper code, so we can use it in one go. Okay, I will leave it for now here because it was not the purpose of this video to show to get a working app, but you saw the install process with my stack to get it work with Docker. And in the second part, the last part, you also saw you can use Ollama locally and have the rest within the container in Docker and can use it. Okay, I just saw one thing I didn't show in the beginning. We also have the openwebui. You can just click here and open it on port 8080. So if you want to use openwebui, you can do it. So just click get started. You can put here anything you want. This is the admin account that will be created on first login. Okay, we need an email, so let's do this at dev, and we are logged in. And then you can basically use this here as well. So you can chat with the model. So it takes some time because it's now loading the Quen model again, but as you can see here it's pretty fast. It's just not working well with Bolt.diy. But yeah, you can use it here. As you can see, it's loaded all my local models. And you can also do some settings here. But this would be another video if you are interested in this as well. I basically wanted to have openwebui in my stack because you can also manage your models here for Ollama. What was not possible with Bolt.diy a few weeks ago, but luckily now the core team implemented it here, as you already seen. So openwebui is not needed anymore for this task. Yeah, but you can use it to quickly chat with your other models and use it. If you don't need it, you can just remove it from the Docker compose file. So just go in your Docker compose file, and if you have Notepad++ open, you can just select everything and press Ctrl Q to comment it, save the file, and then run the stack as normal. And it will start without the openwebui. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more of such videos, subscribe and like. See you in the next one. Bye.